Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? This beautiful, beautiful August 11th, 2020. It's a Tuesday, and Russia says they have a vaccine for the virus. That is so cool. I hope they are. I hope they're right on. I think that would be so great for the entire world. All right, let's take a look at some charts here. Let's start with the SPY. We'll take a look at the VIX, VXX, and then we'll take a look at some charts I'm adding to my watch list today. And then I've got a handful of stocks I'd like to share toward the end of the video. Things that I bought, sold, gained, and lost on yesterday. Alrighty. First thing, if you would be so kind, and if you never want to miss a video, there's a little subscribe button just right over there at the end of the chart. If you hover your mouse over that, another button will come up that says subscribe. If you'll subscribe to the YouTube, to my YouTube channel, then you'll never miss another video that we put out. I certainly would appreciate that. Also, if you check below, there is a show button. It's not really a button. It's just two words. Show more is what it is. If you click on that, then there's more information below. For instance, there's a 14-day trial to the live trading alerts that I got to tell you, I think everyone should have. You should at least try it. And for 14 days, live trading alerts is giving it away. So for 14 days, do that. In fact, today at let's see, 10:45 Eastern, I'll be doing a little mini class on the LTA alert. So go ahead, get that thing downloaded, get in the room there, and I'll give you a little mini class on how I use it. And then I believe also Ed from Live Trading Alerts does a webinar workshop on Wednesdays that you'll be able to come to. So anyway, the scanner gave us some great trades yesterday and just alerted us on quite a few good little things. So anyway, let's get started, okay? Enough of this nonsense here. All right, the SPY moved up yesterday. And we are still headed up there, that 338 mark, which is nothing more than the February, February highs up here this year. So it kind of looks like we're headed that direction. And you know, I get asked in a week's time, in the past weeks, and in a day's time, half a dozen times, is it time to go short? It's not time to go short until we see a shorting signal, till we see the market start to take a dive. Right now, there is nothing here that suggests this market is taking a dive. Nothing suggests the market is pulling back. Therefore, why would we want to go short? Unless you're trying to pick a bottom. And I don't, all I can say, pick a top, pick a top. All I can say is, how's that working out for you if that's what you've been doing? If you find yourself having troubles and you can't seem to make a trade, let's take a look at some chart patterns, some entries, how to find the setups that have high probability gains, both long and short. Rather than trying to say, well, I think this market is ready to be shorted. You could be right. It is possible. I just don't see any signs of that at the close of yesterday. At the close of yesterday, I see no signs of that. Now, today, that could happen, I suppose. Russia announced, this morning I get up and I have my coffee. I go sit and listen to a little bit of CNBC. And I see Russia is claiming they have found a vaccine for COVID. I truly hope that they are correct. And if that's the case, this market could just roar. So we'll see. Okay, so SPY is still bullish. I'm still looking at 338.80 up here for a target. If we do start to pull back, right now I would have to look at the 3-bar chart, and you can see right through here this would be a good place for it to land on the 3-bar chart, around 334.25. We might find a little bit of support, and that will be around the T-line as well. Let's take a look at VXX. If you take a look at that chart there, this is a daily chart. Price is trending down underneath the trend indicator. The trend indicator is red. The T-line is below the trend indicator, and price is below the trend indicator. There is not a sign of a bull anywhere on the VXX chart, which means there's no fear and there's no real volatility going on. It's just crazy right now to try to go against the market. All right, let's take a look at some charts that I'm looking to trade here. I noticed there's been the market is kind of shifting a little bit. We're kind of shifting out of some of the tech. Maybe your tech's getting a little tired. I wouldn't give up on it just yet, but some of the tech is getting a little tired, and I'm seeing a few other things come up. And there's an awful lot of charts hanging around my favorite strategy, and that's the rounded bottom breakout. It is truly the best strategy to me that I've ever traded. And let's look at one chart here, and then I'm just going to go back to those other charts, or to my simple chart. This is my rounded bottom breakout, or my RBB chart. Play is actually gapping up. So targets, what I'm looking for are 1860 up here, and then about 2610. This is what we call our dotted deuce. It's a 200 moving average with a few little quirks in it. And this right here is just simply the simple 200-day moving average. And the blue line, of course, is the 50-day simple moving average. The black line, the T-line, and we have our trend indicator on there as well. So Monday, we closed over the 50-day moving average, setting this up for that rounded bottom breakout strategy. We call it RBB for short. And one of the targets I always look for is the dotted deuce up here. And so around 1860, watch for a little consolidation, maybe even a pullback. And then we'll look for 2610 to be challenged up here. I do see play is gapping. So if you're going to trade that gap, typically what we do is we watch the first 15-minute chart, first 15-minute bar, and then let that get nailed down, and then we go into that second 15-minute bar, providing it's holding inside or even above the first 15-minute bar. We'll talk about that on another video maybe. So I'm looking at play here, adding that to my trade idea list. So let's go back over here. Another chart that I've got in mind here is HWM. And you can see that HWM has broken out right here, just like that. Nice little breakout, nice little inside day. I'm going to call that a doji continuation pattern. Great follow through yesterday. So we're going to just wrap the buy box around that candle. And that's where I would be looking to buy it. It looks like we're opening up just above the box. Keep in mind, let's see, it's about 10 minutes after 7 my time. So let's just call it 7 o'clock a.m. my time. That's 8 o'clock Eastern time. The market doesn't open until 8:30. Actually, excuse me, 9:30. So we're a little bit early here. A lot of things can change in the market. A whole lot of things can change in the market. So we'll keep an eye here, but I'm really looking for an entry inside this area here. My stop would probably be below this little hammer type candle, the tail, just below just below that level right in there. What is that? About 1650. Now, the higher I buy it, then I'm not likely to use that low. That'd be too far down there. So I'll move this up if I buy it too high. So that would be up in this upper range. Then I would have to bring my stop up, and then as price moves up, we'll look at those base hits and then raise the stop up on what's left in our on our position. Another chart, DFS. Now, yeah, DFS is looking really good here. I like DFS. This is another RBB, rounded bottom breakout setup. We've got a nice trend. Look at that little trend right there. And then you can see where we have broken out right here. You see, I'm going to put it right there. We've broken out, and then I'm looking for 61.20 and 65.90 up here as targets. Pretty good volume. We've got a little bop coming in, so that's looking pretty good. Another one is Noble Energy NBL with a breakout of $11.05. Let's put that trend line in there like that. It's a nice little land on the trend. Notice we also have a bullish W pattern right here. We come down. There's the center of the W, and now we come down and make that second leg. And you can see that we've broken out. And you can see that W, this price has pulled back right to the top of the W. So that adds a little credence to this chart. Take a look at the BOP down there if you use BOP. So with a breakout of 1105, man, I better put another one in there actually. Let's look for 1175 and then maybe 13. And hey, this thing could get up to 14. Now, I'm not going to trade it up there. I know I'm never going to see it up there. Not by buying it down here. But for you longer term holders, hey, that might be a place to look. Another one is FTI. FTI. This is another rounded bottom breakout. A lot of those today. A lot of stocks that, if you're not a tech stock, you've really been kind of down in the basement. And we are seeing a little bit of rotation. So some of these basement stocks could really start to come up. And again, this rounded bottom breakout is I just think it's the best strategy out there. It's been so successful for me that over the years, not just recently, but over my career of trading, it's just been fantastic. Gives you great targets to shoot for. The dotted deuce and the deuce, the 200. Now here, let me put this chart up. There we go. So here we are here. And the dotted deuce is always a direction. And then, we look for those basic chart patterns for entries and for when it's ready to lift off. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to hold till this area here. You all know I trade with goals. You all know, well, I think you all know that pretty quick here, the road to wealth account, I'm going to turn it back, and we're going to start over with a very small number like I did a couple years ago. I opened an account with $5,000, and today it's worth $70,000 and some change. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to open it up this time with 10, and my goal is to, at minimum, double it in 12 months, and I'm really looking to triple it in 12 months. I think this is a great chart pattern to work with. It's also giving us some. If you're concerned about price, a lot of people can't trade $100 stock, and with the road to wealth account, now that I'm bringing it back down to a smaller amount, I won't be able to trade $100 stock either. So I'm really going to be focusing on stocks, say $65 or under, and that helps you buy multiple contracts. Yes, I only will be trading directional options on it, but every chart I look at is a stock trade. So That's what I start with, and then I just look for the options or the option that I want to trade. And this would be one of them right here, FTI. Man, this is set up. We've got a nice little J-hook set up. Target up here, the dotted deuce, followed by about 10.50, and then maybe the 200 up here around that $10.60 mark. Ford is bumping its head up against the 200-day simple moving average. I want to point out that this was a rounded bottom breakout right here. And look what it did. Boom. It pulled back to the 50-day simple moving average. This, by the way, is the start of another rounded bottom breakout. And look where this thing has gone. It has crawled all the way back up there and has done it again. So now I'm looking for a breakout of that 200-day moving average or resistance line. I'm looking for that breakout, that test, prove that it can hold, and then I'll be looking for about $7.60, followed by about $8.50 for a swing trade on Ford. XLE didn't quite close over the 50-day simple moving average yesterday. It looks like we're going to open up above that, so that's going to make it a rounded bottom breakout. It'll put it in that strategy mode, and we'll be looking for 39.80, followed by 41.80, and then on up to the 200-day moving average for some price targets. Watch price action. Make sure that we don't get any major sell signals on this that would change the direction of price. TSN. Just a minute. This one reminded me. In just a few minutes, we're going to be taking a look at some charts I bought, and this was one of them. And a couple I sold, a loss I took, and a couple that I plan right now to hold over earnings. So TSN became a rounded bottom breakout right here. Right there became a rounded bottom breakout. We rallied up to the dotted deuce. We pulled back, and now we are coming back through it with success over that dotted deuce area with continued bullish action above that. I'm going to look for 68.30 and then up here to 71.37 on TSN. The last one I have for trade ideas on the list today is Walmart. Walmart has rallied up. We've pulled back a little bit, and we're starting to consolidate. A great day yesterday, really adding to this chart pattern here. And the chart pattern is just simply up, back, and now it's starting to curl up like that J-hook continuation pattern does. And if it can get through 134.80, and if you own it in here, even that is you can make a buck or two on Walmart. But 134.80, I'll be looking for 142.50 up here on Walmart. Okay, let's get a drink of coffee here real quick. Thank you. A little early in the morning, voice is a little cracky. All right, so what we're looking at now is this is our trading room, and each day I post my buys and sells, wins and losses, and this is where I post them here. If you're a member, you know what happens. I set it up right here. I post the alert. It shows up right in here. And if you have a smartphone, and if you've downloaded the special app that you can only get by logging into this room, but if you download that app, and we can help you with it, it's a member benefit. So if you're a member, if you're a trial member, you're still a member, you can download this app. And when I put this alert out, it comes out on your phone. So it doesn't matter anywhere you are. You don't even have to have the room open. You can be out. An example is I have to go to the dentist today, and if say somebody is running the room while I'm not here and they post something, I'll get it right here on my phone. And if I want to watch the room, I can get that on my phone as well. So kind of exciting stuff. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna cover what I did here, and let's just start. Okay, so first trade of the day yesterday was I did buy some XLE with anticipation of setting up for that rounded bottom breakout. So I did get in a little bit early. Let's see. Yeah, XLE yesterday. And it looks like I bought the December calls, 35 strike on this. Currently up 5.5%. This was a scanner alert, live trading scanner alert. Don't forget about that 14-day trial. Free, no strings attached. I don't even think they ask for your credit card. So there's just no earthly reason why not to give it a try for 14 days. So click below that, that show me, those words show me. Click, well, here, I could probably show you this. So this is my YouTube from yesterday, and if you go down, you click on them right there, show more. And when you show more and you click on that, you can see that it opens up down below, and there's links right in there, and that's where you can pick up that 14-day trial to the live trading alerts, and that will help you get into stocks like this and be ahead of the game already. So I'm up 5.5%. We start to break out of the 50-day simple moving average. Again, I'll start looking at that first target area of 39.75. Another one that I did was DFS, which that's on the trade list today. But I closed it yesterday. The reason I closed it is I'm preparing my account to turn it back so that I'm ready to start a new road to wealth with a smaller account. So I did sell it yesterday. I also sold JCI yesterday for both those for a very, very nice profit. I love profits. You can't go wrong with taking profits, I got to tell you. I closed my Snap. Now, I was short Snap, and I closed it out because it was starting to push on that resistance a little too hard, started to make me a little bit nervous, so I closed it out, and I did close it out with a $198 loss. Let's see, what else did I do? TSN, and TSN is on the watch list today. And I bought some TSN yesterday. Currently only up 1% on TSN. We are setting up for that bullish J-hook setup where we rise, and then that's the bullish J-hook continuation pattern. So what I'm looking for now is for it to find buyers in this area and run up to about 68.30, and I will probably be closing that out right in there. I'm going to be, like this week, I'm going to be closing my account down and reopening it again. I'm going to take some money out of it. We're going to start, take about $60,000 out of it. And then what I'm going to do is start that road to wealth again with $10,000 and then build it up. So if anyone would like to follow along, you'd like more information, the first thing you want to do is subscribe to YouTube and maybe take a trial with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and you'll see what it's all about. Ask me lots of questions. I don't hold anything back. So what else did I do here? I closed all in NIO. I closed all but one contract. Now, NIO has earnings, okay? So that was the reason I closed all but one contract. I see this morning it's gapping up to 1550. Happy days for those of us that held some NIO. Boom! Way to go. Way to go. Another one is Cisco. That's another one I did that with. I closed, let's go to this chart. There we go. I closed all but one contract. And this has earnings tomorrow. And my plan right now is to hold this through earnings. Now, I may change that. Depends what the market does. I certainly may change it, but right now the plan is to hold it. But I may close it out. Same with NIO too. On NIO, I'm not likely to give up that profit that I'm making on this gap right here, especially since I'm planning on closing out everything anyway. So anyway, sweet profit on NIO. I'm very excited. Can't wait for the market open. Okay, the last one I want to talk about is Abbott ABT. I closed Abbott out for a $75 loss. It started breaking down through my support area. It just could not muster up the energy to break out of 102.65. So I closed it out with a small $75 loss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching my video blog in the morning here. I do appreciate it. We'll see everybody in the trading room. Hopefully, remember, click on that show more button down below. Take advantage of the 14-day trial that Live Trading Alerts is offering. We have a 60-day trial in there to hit and run candlesticks for only $49. And to be honest, if I can't help you get your $49 back, let me know. If you think it's not worth it, let me know, and I'll give your money back. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you all in the trading room.